What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy J Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up. Before we start, man, first, my voice is pretty much just gone. It's gone, man. But I gotta thank a lot of y'all, man, because seriously, like, I was out there in Santa Clara, right, for the 49ers game, and I was by myself, but so many people, more than usual, recognized me, came up to me, showed me love, man. Like, yo, Tuck, we appreciate you. Yo, can I get a photo? Can you meet my family? Like, it was just so much love. And here's the crazy part. It wasn't just Cowboys fans. It was 49ers fans who were recognizing me, wanting to come up, take photos. They were feeding me oysters, all sorts of stuff, man. It was surreal, man. This is all before the game. So I thank each and every one of you guys, man, because this platform is growing. My brand is growing, but it really shows that a lot of people appreciate what I do, and I enjoy that because I don't do this for me. I do this for y'all, man. So I definitely sincerely appreciate all of it. But let's go ahead and get into the game, man. How I feel about the game, honestly, our season ended the way it began. I really felt like the team that we saw pretty much week one versus Tampa, we kind of saw defense played well. Defense did more than enough to win the game, but our offense, Dak Prescott, they just didn't show up. Ezekiel Elliott just didn't show up. Now, I felt like things really changed once Tony Pollard went down. I feel like once Tony Pollard went down and I saw him get carted off, I was like, God damn, bro. I was like, all right, how are we going to pull this off? And I had said this on Twitter, before the game, I was right in the end zone, row 5, so a lot of people saw me on TV and whatnot. But before the game, Brett Maher was kicking. He literally missed 5 chip shots right in front of me. And I tweeted, I was like, yo, he's in his head, bro. But we cannot win this game without him. And I felt like not being able to trust Brett, it kind of forced us to make some brash decisions. Now, I know a lot of people are talking about the interceptions when it comes to Dak Prescott. And here's what I want to say. A lot of Cowboys fans on social media are mad at me for not being mad. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. We fought, we just didn't win. It's playoff football, right? But here's the thing. When you do what we do in this community, because it's not just me, we do this all together, a lot of us, it takes away from the shock factor. I can't be just full of rage and emotion. And why not? Because we do a scouting report. We did a scouting report this past week. What are some of the things that we all came together in agreement, right? We had to take advantage of the wide receiver matchups on the outside. We had to win those battles. Really didn't win those battles outside of CeeDee Lamb. Had to get the run game involved. Run game was absent. Had to get the RPO involved. RPO was absent. Dak had to use his legs for just 2 to 3 plays. That was absent, right? Tempo, didn't see any tempo. We didn't see any heavy formation and utilizing our tight end. So all the things that we talked about, we didn't see, so it's just all right, man, we lost the game, right? But it's when we are so deep in it and you do the type of work we do in our community, it kind of takes the fun out of it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just I wasn't throwing bottles and throwing drinks down and couldn't sleep because it's you know what? If we don't do these things, we can lose this game. And we didn't do those things and we lost the game. So it just is what it is, man. So yeah, you have the right to be frustrated. Be any kind of fan you want, right? Get it out. I know it hurts. Nobody likes losing. I'm not a loser. Y'all know I'm not a loser, but San Francisco's a damn good team. We're in the playoffs, y'all. A lot of the time you got to elevate. And I feel like Dak Prescott and the offense didn't elevate. I feel like the defense did more than enough, right? They kind of slowed down Christian McCaffrey. They slowed down Debo. Even though Kittle had a hell of a day, they did the things that you would ask for them to do in a playoff type atmosphere, but offense didn't come through. CeeDee Lamb played big, but outside of that, everybody was absent. So it's with the Dak interceptions, I know this whole thing about, Michael Gallup, did he run the proper route? But we done the video. We done the video. Where was he? He was backed up on territory, right? They knew they have no over-the-top threat. They were sitting on top of it. They were sitting underneath. They were sitting under. So it's as I said, listen, we did everything that we could do, Cowboys Nation, leading up to this point. We did all the film. We had all the conversations. At the end of the day, all we could do was just cheer for our team and rally for our team. It was out of our hands. And unfortunately, the Cowboys just didn't get it done, man. So, overall, I'm not going to completely be all poo-poo on the season, because you know what? I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Be family, right? Coming into the season, I was like 11, 12-5 win team. I feel like they're going to be a contender, wild card contender, maybe get the divisional round or whatnot, and we can see what happens from there. I have never preached to anyone in this community that this is a Super Bowl team, that we went all in. Like, this is our year. Like, no, I preached that, hey, if we get to the playoffs, which we did, we all have a chance just like anybody. But I never felt like this team's roster was better than last year. I like the sentiment and how the team kind of, showed some resilience and fought, right? But you got to step it up, right? They're stepping. There's layers, right? Like sometimes, like getting to the playoffs in back-to-back seasons. Okay, that's a checkbox, right? Now we won the wild card game. We went on the road. We're checking these small boxes to ultimately get to where we want to be. Think about this. Y'all know I live in Kansas City. Besides the non-NFC championship appearances, conference championship appearances record that we currently hold, the Chiefs had it first, right? But they were constantly just on the cusp. And then they started to break through. Then they started getting the AFC championship games, and they were running to Brady. And then now they should possibly be headed to another Super Bowl. So, sometimes it can kind of be your miracle season where you might leap, kind of like you saw Cincinnati do last year, or, what the Jags did, or, a few years ago. Like, that might happen, but we want to see consistency. That's what I've always wanted to see from Dallas Cowboys, was consistency, and I feel like this year we got it. Now, do we build off of that next year? I don't know, right? It remains to be unseen. So we have a lot of tough conversations to be had, and I'll say this, and I said it on Twitter, right? We'll have the conversation, because, we don't babysit. Is Dak Prescott the right quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys? And what I mean by that, I have a feeling Kellen Moore, he's not going anywhere, right? I mean, if I had the want button, I would press it, right? So I feel like Kellen Moore is going to be here. Kellen Moore does not want to use Dak Prescott to his full capabilities and his full strength. He doesn't want to use his legs. He doesn't want to be kind of this heavy run RPO option. Like, he just doesn't. He'll sprinkle it in there, but that is not who he wants to be. He wants Dak Prescott to be dropping back 40 plus times, airing it out, being a conductor of the offense, an orchestrator, kind of being this Peyton Manning. But I just don't think that's Dak's strong point, right? So if that is what you want to be, and Kellen Moore is going to be your quarterback or your offensive coordinator, you might want to find a quarterback that fits that mold. Now, who that can be that's available, I do not know. But I just feel like I hate seeing Dak not use his full capability. And I posted a picture on Twitter a few weeks ago actually, and a lot of Eagles fans and Cowboys fans are going back and forth, but I saw this happen with Donovan McNabb. Like, Donovan McNabb, when he was able to use his legs and run and do all these different things, like, he was unstoppable. But then they wanted to make him Peyton Manning. They wanted to make him Drew Brees. And then his career just wasn't that. So, we'll have the conversation. We'll take a look at things. Dak didn't play well. Like, he comes with the territory, He just didn't play well yesterday. Now, I'll say this. There's a lot of Dak haters like, all right, Tuck, I told you. You don't get that benefit to say I told you so when it comes to Dak Prescott's play yesterday if you were celebrating last Monday. So when Dak goes for 5 touchdowns, you jumping on tables, you high-fiving, you love him then. But then when he has an off game, it's I told you so, I told you. Like, you don't get that benefit. Salute to all the Dak haters who even last week they were still pissed off. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but you kind of like the ones who kind of want to jump back and forth. I'm not right. I'm not. That falls on deaf ears around here, bro, because you wishy-washy. I'm doing good. You're my biggest fan, but when I'm playing bad, you hate me and can't stand me, want to get me out. Like, it just is what it is, man. So I know the Cowboys are frustrated. The players are frustrated. Coaching staff's frustrated. Jerry Jones is frustrated. Fan base is frustrated. But me, it just is what it is, man. It's sports, man. You can't win them all. I've been there. Like, I know I'm a huge KU basketball fan. There's been so many times where I really felt that this was the year my Kansas Jayhawks were going to win the national championship, and we get knocked out by Bucknell. We get sent home by Bradley. Like, it just happens, man. So it's unfortunate, but hey, Cowboys Nation, I am going nowhere. We are going nowhere. We're going to load the clip. We're going to do draft content. We're going to do what we do. and hopefully get this thing fixed. But, now I think people will understand why myself and some others like to be proactive versus reactive. A lot of things we saw when it comes to the option routes we talked about, Kellen Moore, the decision making when it comes to Dak Prescott, like a lot of these things we talked about throughout the season came back and bit us, and now our season's over, man. So it's your boy J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. I appreciate all the support on all social media platforms. I cannot say that enough, man. Salute to y'all for rocking with me. All football fans for rocking with me, man. It's still unbelievable. And y'all know, y'all gonna have to come to your boy for draft content. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Draft content this year is gonna be a little bit different. I'm not letting everybody copy off my homework. No, we're not doing that. So this year, it's eyes on your own paper. But if y'all want that real draft content, that in-depth content, that film sessions, all that gritty stuff, hit that subscribe button because you're in the right place, man. It's your boy J Tuck. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. And Cowboys Nation, y'all gonna be all right. Peace.